I am live for the maybe 30 minutes, and first let me know if my voice is audible to you, and if I'm on the screen or not, because I have a little not so good internet connection, so that is the reason I am asking. So if you are online, then please tell me if I am audible or not, and I'll try to answer all of your questions for like 50, 20 or 30 minutes. Hi everybody, whoever is saying hi. So hello. So you can ask any question if you want. I'm ready. I'm available for almost 20 minutes. So first of all, please tell me if I am audible or not, and that will be a good start. So you can ask me about Flutter and everything, and you can you can suggest if you want me to create any product or any application or any kind of stuff you want to share. So yeah, if my microphone is not working, let me just try. Yeah, someone is saying that yeah, people are saying that it is audible, but I don't know. I mean, I have used this microphone for the first time in my smartphone, so I don't know whether it is giving proper output or not. So you can only confirm it. So two guys are saying that it is audible, so I don't think that there is some issue with this microphone. So let's start with our discussion, if that is okay. Okay, thanks. Yeah, thank you. So we can start with any discussion if you want. There is a problem with some lighting also, because I'm in a room where nothing is, not a proper lighting is there, so sorry for that also. But I'll try to respond to all of your queries. Yeah, thanks. uh, Programming learn too hard? Not at all. If you can solve simple mathematics problems, then you can learn programming. That's what I can say. And programming is like it can be, if you will practice, then I think anybody can learn programming. There is nothing like, there is no hard rule for learning it, and it is quite easy. If the thing is that if you are learning from a right you can say right tutorial, or from a right book, then it is going to be easy. Yeah, thanks. Flutter is actually what I'm making right now these days, so I hope that I can make a good content so that people can enjoy, because as I told, I guess uploaded my first video 2 or 3 months back, and I told you guys that like my Kotlin videos were out when Kotlin was not even heard by, I guess, thousands people. But then I uploaded my videos, and for same with the Flutter, I knew it that it will become popular sooner or later. So and it became popular very soon. I guess I uploaded my first video in January, I guess. So when I was not even aware like whether it will work or not, but I was sure that this is something which people gonna love, because the thing is, the problem is with Android that their architecture was never very good from the beginning. So that's what something Flutter is doing, and it will be a success, I'm sure about that. About myself, I'm nobody here. There's nothing I can tell you apart from that. I do this freelancing. You can say that I am doing part-time YouTube also. I have made some project and making for companies as well, and that's it. React Native or Flutter? I'll pick Flutter, not because I am doing it or I am learning it, teaching it, because I guess React Native like for web developers who are doing web development using React and they wanted to do app development, so that was the good choice of using React Native. The thing is that well, when you are dealing with React Native, you have to go through a bridge for creating your UI. It is native, but this will not never give you that kind of performance which Flutter gives you, because they draw their on widgets, or you can say those material components and everything they draw by their own, by their engine and by their SDK. Everything comes with the APK, like Flutter SDK, or the whole engine comes inside the APK. That is also a plus point, but that is also negative point, because of that the APK size increases, and that's the only point where Flutter little bit survives, and but it will be improved by the time. And because it took 2 years from coming from alpha to beta, so now it will proceed rather fast, because of so many developers has joined this community, and everyone is working for it, and so obviously we will see a better response by the time. So yeah, it is good. So Flutter, my pick, and you can still choose whichever you want. Machine learning means maths. Not exactly, but you need some maths knowledge for learning machine learning, because the main thing is neural networks, and when we talk about neural networks, then there is an involvement of mathematics obviously, but it is not that much hard to learn, and it takes some time. And for machine learning, you have to totally be loyal with that because you cannot pick other things while learning machine learning, because it demands that your time, so you have to give some time for learning that, otherwise it is not very easy. You are 16, not having a good laptop, not a problem, and I have a great goal to learn Android, but unfortunately I'm not having a good laptop. My laptop has, yeah, see, like for learning Android, if you are not even having a good laptop, I know that that can be a problem, because it is not a great problem these days, but I guess 2 years or 3 years back it was a very big issue for Android development, because Android was like it required so much good processor and RAMs because of the resources it uses. But today it is kind of better, but still I know that it requires a good laptop at least. But you can start with Flutter. I will suggest you that, because it is not like Android Studio, and that is the reason why I use Visual Studio Code rather than using Android Studio or IntelliJ, because the whole thing is like I have a good system. I use MacBook Pro, and but still I prefer to use something which is like which is not taking that much resources, and that is like very easy to use. So go with Flutter, try once. If it is still not working, then my buddy, I would suggest you to upgrade somehow to a good laptop, because this small chunk of money which you will invest will give you a better future, and you will be happy after that. So don't compromise with that, because if you will compromise there, then there can be some consequences for that. Is that true that Dart uses a compiler that runs somewhat like C compiler? Yeah, actually the thing with Dart is that Dart is basically, when it was introduced, it was doing the JIT compilation, which is just in time. But after, because they actually failed initially, because they were trying to eliminate JavaScript, and wanted to introduce like an alternative to JavaScript, which is Dart. And Dart used to compile to JS. Still it is compiled to JS, but the thing was that then after, like when they were doing this Flutter stuff, then they realized that they should do that AOT compilation. And now Dart do both of them. Like if you are developing Flutter application, so when you are doing that development time, like you are implementing your application, you are doing hot reload and everything, it use that JIT compilation. And when you want to release your application, so then it take advantage of AOT. So it is taking advantage of both, and it is kind of good. So I will say that they are now they are going on the right path, and Dart is again very good language at the time, and it needs some improvement, but it will improve by the time. Yeah, of course, I will create a tutorial on Firebase Auth and Firebase database. That is still on my mind, and I am working on one or two tutorials which is already pending for me. I will also work on SQLite, which is database library for using SQLite. So definitely you can expect videos very soon, because I am uploading every day one video, so it is taking so much effort from my side. But I don't want to jump from one level to directly to 10th level. I want to go it by, like, we have plenty of time as far as I can understand, because we are doing great, and we are moving very very fast, if you see. So I guess we will cover everything very soon, and after that we can practice even more. पाइथन से ऐप क्रिएट कर सकता हूँ, अगर कर सकता हूँ कैसे? या डेफिनेटली आप यू कैन डू एनीथिंग विद पाइथन, but I don't know which one is a good library to create Python applications. But for Android, so there was a library, I don't remember exactly the name, but that's not a good practice. Like, why do you want to pick that which no one is picking? So I guess Python is still better for machine learning. For web development, obviously you can use Flask or Django framework, which are still one of the best in market. So why don't you choose that? But for mobile development, I don't think Python is nearby, and they are not even focusing on that, because of you can say there is a lot of other frameworks which are working better than Python. Like, there is Xamarin, there is React Native, there is Cordova and all that stuff, but they are also going down because of what Xamarin brought to the world, and now this Flutter is doing fantastic. So can we do Android programming by cloud computing? I didn't understand what you wanted to do, but I want you to explain a little bit more. Have you used Flutter Fire plugin? I saw that. I haven't used that till now, but definitely if you have asked me this, then I'll definitely want to look at it. So I'll use it and will say what I think about it. I have seen it in an article which I was reading. I saw someone using this Flutter Fire. I don't even know what it does, but I'll check it. That's why iOS apps are fast, because they use Swift, which is compiled quickly. Of course, yes. And yeah, see, they Swift, or you can say iOS itself, is very fast because it has that optimization which is still not available in Android. And like I said earlier, the whole architecture of Android from the start is not that good, and that is why they had to introduce a lot of stuff. And today if you talk about Android development, then as a developer, what I feel is that there is a lot of things you need to do to even match 15 or 20% of development, because everything every day whenever you look into Android, you find something new, and that is because of the vastness in Android. And there are some issues which is going from the beginning, like when they were dealing with 4.0 Android, then I remember that there was some bug arised in 2.2 or 2.3, which was for shared preferences. And the shared preferences was something which every like today also every application is using. So you cannot sacrifice that kind of things while implementing a newer version. So still Android has some problems, but it has also because of the community and open source nature, it has developed so fast, and it is today one of the best OS in the market. And still iOS is optimized. This time iOS has also faced so many bugs because of iOS 11, but still iOS is still better. But I don't know whether it will be same in the near future because of the community, how it is growing for projects. And one more thing, my friend, I would like to tell you that Fuchsia is also coming very soon in 2 or 3 years. Why I am saying 2 or 3 years, because it is a long project, and like Android took 5 years because of less funding at that time. It took 5 years, but for Fuchsia again it will take some time because it is not still like there is no even news about it. So let's see what will happen. But one more thing, Fuchsia apps will be developed in Flutter, so that's a good point. And let's see how it will work out. uh, what is the advantage of React Native and other libraries or Flutter? Like, see, if you are a web developer, then definitely there is an advantage in using React Native because of its like it has that components kind of stuff, which is actually very good. And I haven't used much the React Native, but I have used Xamarin. And if you are a C# developer and if you have ever worked on C#, then Xamarin is a great choice. But when we talk about Flutter, then I feel that the hot reload and all that stuff is somehow making Flutter better from Xamarin. But everything you can do in Flutter, you can do in Xamarin as well. So let's move to another question. Hello everybody. Where is another question? Yeah, I read somewhere that Flutter is introduced just for Fuchsia. No, nothing at all. Even right now, Fuchsia is not even in the market, or nobody have ever heard about Fuchsia. I know about Fuchsia, and few developers know about Fuchsia. Does not mean that a world is knowing about Fuchsia. And even if it comes to market very soon, then also it will take some time even for people to try it and to use it. Like, it can be a failure of like Windows OS in the phone, but Fuchsia is coming for, I guess, for desktop and for everything. So we will see it. I can't comment on this because I have no experience in that, and I have not used it till now. And I have seen a demo, but that was quite promising. But again, only for by the UI part. And let's see what value addition they will provide. But of course they know by their experience of Android, because it is done by Google, so they know by the experience of Android and everything that how things have gone. And I guess like they can make something better out of it. But as if you talk about the past also, then Google has dropped so many projects also. So this is the only fear I have with Google, like they can just take another route anytime. So you cannot trust Google about that. But let's see, because it is a big project, so it is not going to be drop. So like Dart, which took a jump after 3 years of release, so there can be anything possible. Will my Celeron processor work with web development? Of course, yes. I mean, it totally depends how you use and what kind of uses you have, and what kind of projects you are working on. Like if you have a very big project, and then it can take some time for like loading or building. But if you have smaller projects, then there should not be any problem. I have done B in it, and I have few other knowledge of core Java. Now I want to compile in Android. How to get? I didn't understand your question properly, but what I could understand was that you want to learn Android. So you can try. If you have basic knowledge of core Java, then that is sufficient, I guess, for learning Android. And you can also try Kotlin if you want to. But Java, working with Java initially is a good point. Will Flutter work with MongoDB? I don't think so, and I haven't used it till now, so I don't have any idea. But I guess no. Fuchsia will be like Chrome OS plus Android in one place. Yeah, actually they will introduce it for Pixelbook. And the thing is, I don't know whether it will be Chrome OS plus Android, but it will be something better. But I don't think that they wanted to even talk about Chrome OS. So why to use Chrome OS after all? So I don't know still, but I guess it will be something good. is Flutter is good for big project? I guess Flutter is good for, like, it totally depends what kind of project you are working. So like if it is a e-commerce application, if it is an e-commerce, then obviously it can be a good option. But if it is like a game, or if it is like something which needs to do some platform specific things, like you want to make a music player and a video player, then obviously Flutter is not going to work there. But I mean, it takes so much effort from your side to implement for both of the operating system, or any operating system you want to work on. So there is some you have to judge it on the basis of the project. You cannot say like it will be better for every big project, or you cannot say that it is not good for any project. So it totally depends. Deep learning and ML different? Yeah, there is some difference between them. And there is a difference between AR and VR as well. So similarly, there is a difference between deep learning and machine learning. And deep learning can be like when you are dealing with data and you are coming out of some result, that is deep learning. You are going deep into the data and you are coming out with something with that data. The machine learning, on the other hand, can be it can be like you have some data already, you have done some analysis on that data. Now you want to obtain a futuristic version of that data, or you want to predict some future with that data, then it is called machine learning. There is still two types of machine learning, that one is supervised and unsupervised. I'll not go so much in detail, but I'll also trying to make a course on machine learning, and for that I myself have to learn. I don't know much about that because I'm still learning. So hopefully if I'll get a good support, then I'll definitely introduce a course on machine learning. And I also want to make a course on that. So let's see. Will Google use Flutter for any of their app? Yeah, of course they will use. And right now there was one app which Google is using. I don't remember the name. That is not a very popular app, of course, but they will definitely make some apps, because their whole AdSense platform is built on Dart. So if they are into the on that web portion, then they will obviously come to this mobile portion also. Right now I don't remember any name of there was a mobile application which Google was working using Flutter, but right now I don't exactly remember which one was that, and that was, I guess, still in alpha or something. So if I'll remember, then I'll tell you. I don't right now I don't remember that. My video is enough to learn Android. I'll say that no one's video is enough to learn Android. Android is very very big community, and there are a lot of things in Android. So you cannot say that you will learn Android in 1 day or 2 day, or even in 1 year, because of that complexity and everything. So like, if there is not a single person who have created on Android, then how can you learn it? But you can learn basics of it, you can even learn advance of it, but there will always be a point which will say that you need more learning. But you can start anytime, and nobody is perfect in this world. So you can try your best, you can introduce something new, you can do many things which nobody has done. So there is a lot of potential in every every technology, or in every there are a lot of fields available internally in the information technology or software engineering or computer science. So if that suits you, if you feel you are feeling good with that, and if you want to develop that, or you are enjoying that, then obviously you can come up with some great ideas which nobody has introduced yet. So that's totally your call. कहाँ हो? मैं घर पे हूँ भाई. 3 months is sufficient for get ready for Android job in any company? I guess yes, 3 months are sufficient. It totally depends like how much time you give. Hitesh Chaudhary, yeah, I have heard about that guy and have seen his videos, one or two, I guess. He is some security expert in Rajasthan, maybe shy. I don't know exactly, but I have seen his videos. Can you start a series on Dart for beginners? Yeah, of course, I am about to start that series very soon, so you don't have to wait long. I am thinking of making it as soon as possible, because many of others also requested me to make videos on that. Because of that, I thought personally that is very easy if you know Java or C Sharp or C++. So that is why I didn't create a video series on Dart in the first place. But obviously if there is a demand in the market, then why not to make that. What about full stack series? Full stack series is still going on. See, that series is something which is not 1 day or 2 day thing. I am uploading regularly videos on that. From past 2 or 3 or 4 days I have not uploaded any video, but till now I am uploading, and it will be like I'll upload more videos on that. But it totally depends that how much response I am getting from the people. So like for Flutter I am getting a very good response, like people are doing it right on this time, and that is what I want to like whatever I am creating, I want to like people try that. So that is why I give much more priority for this Flutter right now than any other series. So that's it. I will not leave anything behind. I'll try to cover whenever I will feel like this is the right time. So for the time and for because I am also doing so many things. I have other projects. I have for projects for other companies as well. So right now I am doing for my own company. I am doing some project. I am doing some freelancing as well. Not now, but I used to do earlier, but right now I'm not doing. But I am doing this YouTube part time. So this is kind of something which I am not gaining anything from it, but this is something which I love to do when I am free. So that is totally my choice. And apart from that, I also find some time to learn something for my own, and because I can teach you something, that is why I am still learning. And I want to learn because I like it, and I want to teach because I like it. Is Flutter supported? A video on Flutter is awesome. Thank you so much. You're liking it. That is absolutely genius of me. Sorry. But yeah, of course I want to make it something which can be useful for people, which people can understand. See, I have seen my past time was not very good. I am not a very rich person, or I am not someone who has never saw the struggling phase or something. I have seen everything, and that is why I know that what is that importance of having resource to learn. And like a few years back, if you talk about a couple years back, then I didn't have had that internet facility even. So that is why I was not a YouTuber at that time. Otherwise I wanted it from a long time. But the thing was that I was not having any money for it, or I didn't have internet connection. So that is the thing. But right now, when I have resources, I have something to give to the community, then I will give, because community has helped me. So now it's my time to pay back. So that is why I'm doing it. Yeah, thank you for liking the full stack series. And yeah, I'll introduce more backend stuff. So Django is a better way to do this, and I have created some a la carte series type of videos also. Like I have introduced a video which teaches you about how to create your own APIs. So that kind of videos you can still expect. I will come up with many videos very soon. How to start freelancing? You can search, there are so many websites for doing freelancing, but if you talk about me, then I never uh, got any project from any freelancing website or something. I just got it from my sources, like I had some friends, and then friends of friends of friends, then again the friends of friends of friends of friends. So that is how I got some projects. Otherwise I've not done that much of freelancing. And the in the meantime, what I do, I develop some application for myself or for the people who can use it. So that's what I do. And even if that's not sufficient, then I watch TV series, and that is what I love. And I really love to watch TV shows, not Indian, but the Hollywood one. So I really love that. So I also spend some time in listening music. I love listening to music, so that is something which also makes me happy. And I do some gaming as well, but that when I was in college, so I was used to do more gaming than this, but now I have so many responsibilities, so that is the reason I'm not doing that. But if I will get a chance, then I will do more gaming. Okay, so it's been a long video till now, 32 minutes, and I hope that I actually tried to give as many answers as I can. And I don't know whether they are helpful or not, but I tried. And I'll come with more videos very soon. I'll try to make one live video every week, so that this communication makes me feel about how you people feel and what content I need to bring. So that is something which is very useful. And so that is a very great very great feedback from your side, that whatever I am doing for a week or for a month, you can actually tell me how it is going. So that's cool. Yeah, thank you, Harsh, for those words. Yeah, of course, I also don't want to make some bullshit content for just for money. I actually tried to make some contents which is not very useful. I wanted to repeat something, but then I realized that this is not my cup of tea, and I dropped the ideas, like doing unboxing and all that stuff. I wanted to do it because I like those things again, but the thing is that there are many people who are doing that, and I cannot do this because this is not the reason that I don't have resources for that, but the reason is that I'm not made for that. Maybe in future I can try if I have that much idle time, but right now I'm focused on creating a good content, and I'll try to introduce something better than this also. So I have some ideas, and I'm going for that to come up with something great which can be useful for the community, for me, for everyone. So let's do it. Can you post what are the upcoming video you plan to post? Yeah, of course. So basically for Flutter, if you talk about Flutter, I'll definitely try to add some Firebase related video, because that is something which can be very helpful for people like others, like who don't have any experience about the backend. And I'll also introduce some machine learning videos, not this month, maybe next month. So I don't know when, but there can be some delay, but I'll definitely bring that up. And apart from that, I was thinking about launching some video on progressive web apps and AMP, but I still don't know whether that is something which I can rely on. So until unless I can rely on something, I don't want to introduce that. And apart from that, I was also thinking about creating that app in machine learning, which was a hot dog or no hot dog. So that was a very good concept for as a beginner. That is something which I will make a video about it very soon. You can expect it very, very soon. And I also want to do some gaming videos, because there's not so many developers who are actually making tutorials on gaming, and I like that concept, but because of lack of knowledge in gaming I am not able to make videos, but I am learning that also. So you can expect videos on that very soon, because I have so many plans for this year, especially for the how the technology is in innovating things are coming, and a lot of development is going on. So why to leave these things behind? This is the right time to learn. Okay, you don't have to learn the technology which was in 2010. You need to learn the technology which will come in 2020. So what is problem in, especially in India, or I don't know about other countries, but I know about India. So we learn some technologies which is like of 2006 or 2010. What the fuck is that? I mean, if I want to compete in the real time, then I have to think beyond this time. I have to think about 2 or 3 or 4 years later, not today. I have to think about the future, not the past. So why I'm learning the old technologies? Like in college still people are learning how to draw a line. Why the hell even I care about drawing a line when I have something which can be used to draw like a painting? So why to draw a line? So that is something which I want to eliminate from. I know that alone I cannot do this, but I'll try my best to do something for people who are actually not competing with the market because of this you can say education system. So I really hate the education system, and I can say it right in front of full India. And I also hate the politics involved in it. I also hate the reservation system. So that is true, and I'll try from my end what I can do to give something best to the audience, and to remove this kind of bullshit things, like you cannot learn this or you cannot do this, and this is what you need to learn. So I don't want that. Thanks Harsh for your such sweet comments, but yeah, see, everything is trying to make something which can be beneficial at like for it can be beneficial for them, or it can be beneficial for someone else, but it's totally their mind, and everyone is trying to survive. So let's see how things will go, and I'll introduce something which should be unique at least, and which if it is not even unique, then I want people to easily understand. And one more thing which I missed is that many people requested me that I should continue in the Hindi videos which I launched earlier, but because of those people who are living outside of India, I got some mails. I can show you that also, and they were saying that why you are making videos in Hindi. And as most of the people, because I'm not so very I'm not an English master, so that's a different point. But when most of the people are from all over the world who watch my videos, so why to make Hindi tutorials? But I'll definitely make a series on Hindi videos only, so that the people can enjoy who are I can understand. There are some set of people who cannot even understand English, but that's fine. I can understand your pain, and I will definitely do something about that. And like I do English videos because it can automatically give people subtitles also. So that is the problem with Hindi. So let's see how it goes, and I'll try to upload some Hindi videos as well. And even if I have to duplicate my content, then also I'll try to make a Hindi playlist different from English one. I'll definitely try that, but I cannot can give you commitment on that, because I have very less time for this, because I have to do so many things in my day schedule. So I hope you can understand. So thank you guys, it's been 40 minutes already, and now I have to go. I have to do some work. I have to even eat my dinner. So there are a lot of things still scheduled for the night, and it will be a long night for me. So that's it. I guess I helped you somehow by giving a proper answer to your questions, and I'll come again and I'll try to give as many answer I can give. And so thank you so much for joining me, and also very thanks to all of them who are for on our daily basis, they're supporting me and doing all the learning part from my videos. So I'll definitely try to upload as many content as I can, a good content obviously. And thanks for supporting. I'll come back very soon with more videos, and I hope you are enjoying learning new things. And please learn, this is the right time, and nobody is care about what others are doing. So you have to be responsible for your own good, and learn as much as you can. This is the right time, and there's not so many opportunities which you will get, and this will not take much time while learning this small stuff. So you can even contribute half to 1 hour every day, and it will be good to go. So thanks, bye bye, good night, and I'll see you in the next video, as I say. So bye bye, take care and peace.